one of the biggest things that you need to do as a contractor is obviously build your network. Building your network is really, really key to being a successful contractor in the UK. The networks that we actually get you to use here at Bright, and what we find the most successful, is LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and as a developer, one of the ones that you can do as well as is one called Stack Overflow. Now, Stack Overflow is different from a lot of the other social networkings in the respect that you can go on there and most people will post questions, and developers will go in and look for the answers on there for the queries that they have with the development side of things that they're currently doing. LinkedIn is one of the biggest networks, as I said earlier, but what most people don't do is use it to its full potential. With LinkedIn, what you want to do is build a network and successfully build it, but also at the same time you still need to continue to communicate to your network as well. So by putting on posts on there and regular status updates to let people know what you're doing, if you're currently available in the market because you're currently job searching, then actually put status updates on there as well. One of the biggest things to help make your LinkedIn profile more successful is to make sure that your CV that you're posting out to people and your LinkedIn profile actually do match each other, because recruiters definitely don't like that when you don't have a matching CV to your LinkedIn profile. Other things that you can obviously do on there is join groups and also connect to more and more people on LinkedIn that you know and talk to constantly, because the bigger your network is, the easier it is to find you. And if your LinkedIn profile is up to date and 100% complete, you're more visible on LinkedIn as well. Google Plus is a different network in the respect that you can have connections on there, so you have your own groups on Google Plus, but also what you have on Google Plus is the ability to post on there as well, which is very similar to Facebook and what you see in the LinkedIn status updates as well. Most people are less familiar with Google Plus, but Google Plus does actually favourite its own. So if I do a search for you on Google, you would actually be more top of the list in a search on visibility than if you're not actually on Google Plus. So we still do recommend Google Plus as well. If you look at in the respect to LinkedIn at the moment, LinkedIn will still be a more popular network, but the way LinkedIn are pushing prices on LinkedIn, eventually people will actually jump ship, and the closest thing that you've got to LinkedIn at the moment is Google Plus, and that's where they're going to be going. Facebook, when people talk about Facebook, they often think as Facebook as a social account rather than actual using it to build a network and be a professional on Facebook. With Facebook, we don't talk about using your Facebook account to actually represent you, but actually creating a Facebook page, and that is for your brand identity. With Facebook, if you create a Facebook page, what you're doing is developing your brand identity and people recognising you more as a professional than seeing you in the social element. So what we tend to say to you is, when you come to your Facebook account, is actually drop back, making sure that you lock down the whole of your Facebook profile, and then actually have your Facebook page completely visible so people can see you as that professional, not what you get up to at the weekends. Twitter is one of the biggest networks and professional networks after LinkedIn. A lot of people see Twitter, and I did to start with. Twitter is one that people will often associate with celebrities and what they put in their tweets. But if you look deeper than that, on Twitter what you often do find is a lot of jobs advertised on it. And Twitter is a really good place to start to looking for jobs when you're looking out there in the network as well. So these will be my top tips for using social media to grow your network in the contracting market as well.